Hi girls, the time's come for you to make some choices about the subjects that you would like to study in Year 9 and 10. You've had the opportunity to try many different subjects in Year 7 and Year 8, and now you start to specialise a little more by choosing elective subjects that are particularly interesting to you. As you move through into Years 11 and 12, you'll have further opportunities to specialise further and deepen your learning in your chosen areas. The best advice I can give to you is to choose subjects that you're really good at and those that you enjoy. Think about your interests and your passions. Think about topics that spark a fire. I encourage you to focus on your strengths, but also be curious, take risks, try something different. You need to choose subjects too that are interesting to you and not to your friends. And don't choose subjects because you think a particular teacher might be teaching it, because maybe they won't be teaching it. In Years 9 and 10, we want you immersed in deep learning. We want you to be developing as independent learners. And we want you to choose subjects that challenge you. We want you to be stretched and to reach higher. Learning should move you forward. In 2021, the college is actually introducing a new signature subject called Philosophy and World Studies. And this course will be an integrated humanities course that critically examines significant global questions through the disciplines of philosophy, psychology, and politics. How you choose in order of preference is really important because we use your preferences to create the timetable, one that is specifically for you and your cohort. The courses that run are based on the number of girls who choose these subjects. Subjects where there's little interest may actually not proceed. I wish you all the very best as you begin your journey researching the many different courses available to you here at Santa Sabina College. Speak to girls who've studied the subjects you're considering, speak to teachers who teach in those areas, and examine the subject selection pages on Veritas Online to help you make an informed decision about the courses that are right for you.
Hi everyone, and welcome to our online version of our subject selection evening for Year 9 2021. The first two slides help explain the mandatory curriculum requirements of Years 7 to 10. Mandatory courses that you will continue to study until the end of Year 10 are English, Maths and Science for 400 hours each over those 4 years. HSIE studied through mandatory courses in History and Geography, which we study in our semester model through Years 7 to 10. PDHPE is a compulsory course throughout Years 7 to 10, and as a Catholic school, we also complete the study of the religious education syllabus with all other Sydney Catholic schools from Years 7 to 10. The compulsory study of languages, creative arts and technology is completed at the end of Year 8, and these courses can be continued to be studied as an elective from Year 9 onwards. So Stage 5, which encompasses Year 9 and 10, provides the opportunity for students to study additional elective courses. They are arranged differently in different schools. If electives are approved by NESA, they can be credentialed on the record of school achievement, which most students receive when they complete school, in our case at the end of Year 12. Students may also study school-based courses which are developed at a school level. Here at Santa Sabina, students are asked to study 2 elective subjects which they usually keep throughout Years 9 and 10. All electives offered are challenging and worthwhile. You are encouraged to make your choices based on your ability, your interests and your motivation. This slide shows the many courses that are on offer for potential study as an elective at Santa Sabina. You will see examples of additional language courses in Japanese, Italian and French, technology courses in design and technology, food technology, information software technology and textiles technology, creative arts courses in music, drama and visual arts, and there are also elective courses in physical activity and sports studies, history elective, commerce, and our new humanities course, Philosophy and World Studies, to explore. In addition to these, there is a targeted elective in Fundamentals for Learning that will be available for identified students. The Inclusive Education Department will be happily discuss if this is something that would recommend as support for your daughter. To successfully complete this stage of schooling, Year 9 and 10, students must apply themselves with diligence and sustained effort to all the set tasks and learning experiences provided in the course by the school. They must achieve some or all of the course outcomes, and they must meet the minimum required number of hours, so attendance. Not meeting these requirements may result in an N award for Year 9 and 10 study. The next steps in making elective choices would involve gathering as much information as possible about the course you are interested in, asking questions of other students and teachers, consider your own skills, consider what you are good at, consider what you are interested in. Then choose the subjects you wish to do most first and second, and then include 2 reserve subjects. It is important that you place your subjects in order of preference, as the software will weigh your subjects and give the choices that are most common. The only stipulation we make is that continuing Italian accelerated students place that course as their first choice to ensure they are into that class. Key dates have included these weeks of elective information being shared in classes and resources, including the subject information booklet on Veritas Online. Our subject information night this evening, and then the subject selection submission to be completed online by 5 p.m. on the 27th of August. Students will be asked to complete their choices through a web-based preference manager. The link will be sent to students on Thursday, and we encourage them to sit down with their parents to complete their preferences. These choices must be completed by Thursday, the 27th of August at 5 p.m, and they can change their mind, resubmitting up to 5 times in that week. Any issues, please contact myself or Mrs. Dufresne. The process will then be that students complete their choices by the set date. We have a student-led timetable, and the students' subjects will be arranged on lines based on these preferences and what is possible within the resourcing of the college. When all finalised, the choices that have been allocated to students will be issued on a printed copy given to students before the end of term for parental sign-off and returned for our records. We are quite often asked what things affect the subjects that schools can offer. These include the availability of resources for a particular subject, the number of teachers that can teach the subject, the number of students that choose a subject, and the number of students in a year group. If there is a class with too few students, then it may not go ahead, and we will include you in that discussion. There is no guarantee on the final array of subjects available. It will depend on our students and their preferences for this cohort. So in summing up, choose the right subjects for you, ask questions and gather lots of information, put your subject choices in priority order, and our aim is to maximise the number of students who get their choices, including their reserves. And finally, complete your choices by the deadline. Can I encourage you to now visit the subject selection pages on Veritas Online under the Year 8 link. There are a variety of resources for you to look at, videos, images and documents. Use the opportunity over the next week to ask also questions of your teachers, other students, and gather all the information to make the best decision that is right for you. Thank you.